Everybody make a lot of noise for the one and only BREE JONES!
Y'all remember the first time you shit your pants? As an adult. Well, sober. I was on a date. You hear that? You hear the groans and grumbles? None of that happened here. I wasn't surprised as he was. But, okay, 4 hours earlier I was feeling pretty sexy. So I wore a thong. You guys ever put your thumb over a garden hose? Still single. My name is BREE Jones, if you forgot from that visual. And I've had a lot of really shitty nicknames, let's talk about it. But I do want to preface this by saying, I love my parents, they're good people. But oh my God, my dad cannot pick a nickname. Because my full name is Brianne Beth Jones. So I just go by Bree, right? Because this means my initials are BBJ, unfortunately. Some of you are laughing because it's genuinely hilarious. But a few of you are like, trying to hide the fact you have no idea what the extra B is for. Google it, just not at work, alright? My dad doesn't call me BBJ, thank God. No, he calls me BB Gun. My pops, it's Jones. Is this a GIF situation? And as time's gone on, he's just shortened it to Gun. And I'll take it. I'm like, whatever, man. I'm not a big gun person. I'm waiting for you to die and inherit your arsenal. It's fine. But I'll take it because my mom has it way worse. Her name is Julia. A lot of her friends call her Jules. So cute. Not my dad. He shortened that too to just Jew. As an adult comedian, I love the irony, because my mom's this little thing, blonde hair, blue eyes. My dad, big, bald, white guy. So together they look like the Nazi eugenics poster couple. It's made for some really awkward family vacations. Like, I remember once we were at an amusement park, and we all got separated after the ride, and my dad, towering above the crowd, is trying to wrangle the fam back together, and you hear, Jew! Jew, get gun! Jew, get gun! Some of you are with me, right? Like, I found one! Grab your pistol, flick the left, woman! Not a good look for the white family from Idaho. But my dad has called my mom Jew since before I could remember, so I grew up thinking, we're Jewish! Mazel tov! That's great! And I'm at school bragging, because our small Mormon town didn't have any Jewish peoples. I'm special. So when all the other kids are turning 8 years old and getting baptized into the Mormon church, and then married at 9, I'm over here like, oh yeah, you guys just wait 5 years. When I turned 13, my bat mitzvah was gonna be amazing. Those religious kids knew something I did not, and that's the Joneses ain't Jewish. In fact, that's the day they all started calling me Brianne Frank. I remember it very vividly, okay? What, too soon? I remember it really vividly because I wrote all about it in my diary. So I was raised as an only child. And it gave me this weird internal complex. I felt like I had to be both daddy's girl and his little slugger. So I signed up for activities like ballet and tackle football. which instantly made me the small town lesbian. You thought I was confused about religion, I was very confused about sexuality. I'm looking around like, what's a lesbian? Why won't my teammates kiss me? You guys can pick the team, everyone else did. I was so confused until one day, as a young preteen girl, they left me home alone again. And I turned on the TV and saw my first ever episode of Whose Line Is It Anyway? It was great, you guys. They did this little game where like Colin's arms become Ryan's arms. They do a little skit. It was the funniest thing I'd seen in my 12 years of life. So the next day I go to school, I gotta show everybody. So I pick Natalie. I have her come up, put her hands behind her back. I put my arms under her armpits, thinking I'm gonna do a little hand puppet action. But instead I accidentally honk her boobs. Really cemented in the small town lesbian thing there. In fact, for the rest of junior high and high school, I was known as lesbian. It took me a long time and a lot of labia to find out I like dick. Alright, so front row may have noticed by now, back row I'll try. Well, let's talk about it. Yes, I did. I cut off my thumb. It's to the first one. It's okay. I know about it. I was 14 years old. There was a chop saw involved. Mostly my bad. But in that moment, my career dreams disappeared. Like, I loved math and algebra. I thought I was going to be a kick-ass female mathematician, and now I can barely count to 10. I can do fractions, though, so that's neat. Later, I got really into film and cinema, plus Judge the Only Child. Put those together. Movie critic, right? But I'm never going to give any movie 2 thumbs way, way up. Ever! Guys, I cut off my thumb and all I got was a stupid magic trick. Whoa. Whoa! Where did it go? So mystifying. I do love to do that trick for like 4 or 5-year-olds because they always want me to put it back. I'm not great with kids. So I just feed it to the nearest dog. So what I'm trying to say is I'm broken. Not only this situation, but I'm partially deaf on one ear. So this side, you guys have been so good. Thank you so much. I need you guys to turn it up, okay? My deaf ass. I've had it tested, it's genetic, so I'm just gonna keep getting deafer. So by the time I'm 50, I'm probably gonna be completely deaf. So here I am, a 30-something-year-old stand-up comedian with no health insurance. Trying to learn sign language off a free app I downloaded on my smartphone. And the more signs I learn, the more I'm like, uh-oh, this is kind of important. Am I gonna have a goddamn speech impediment? Getting a lot of this, you guys. For the rest of you, speak American. Yeah. You guys have a lot of flashers in Boise? Yes. That's kind of an older term, like trench coat, jumps out, naked underneath. Okay, don't give me that shit. I've seen 3 here, okay? But I want to tell you about my favorite one. Is that okay? Am I going to re-traumatize anybody? Cool, I'm going to do it anyway. So, I was a student at Boise State University, and one day I'm walking the campus, and I pass a car on the other side of the street, notice a guy just chilling inside. The closer I get, the more movement coming from the vehicle. which sent my lady buzzers off like, whoop, whoop. Move, bitch. Whoop. Get out the way. And as I pass, I hear the car door creak open. And then hey, miss! And the miss got me because I'm Idaho nice, and I'm like, maybe I dropped something. Yeah. And there he is. And his dick. And it is on fire. What? There are police reports. His genitals are ablaze. And the best part is he very calmly and confidently yells at me, hey miss, can you help me put this out? What is this man thinking? Does he think he's tricky? Am I gonna be like, a weenie roast? Yum! No, 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 no. Or am I supposed to like jump into first responder mode, right? Like hustle across the street, extinguish the blaze, perform mouth to dick resuscitation? How'd he know I was trained as a lifeguard? I think women in this man's fantasies are just so agreeable that I was supposed to strut across the street to this human birthday candle of a man and just, I wished for you. I didn't do any of that. I kept going. I yelled back, that's not how Tinder works. Could you imagine what he thinks Bumble is? He's in a field somewhere, taking a beehive, like, that doesn't feel right. Anyways, long story short, that's how I met my ex-husband. I'm kidding, it was Craigslist. Round of applause. Anyone doing the online dating thing or ever have? Have you tried the Amazon one yet? Oh, I'm on that one right now. Like, what can't Amazon do, right? It's pretty different though. They're doing it kind of different. There are no pictures, just maps. It's called Track Your Package. Way better than Tinder, because I always get my package. They're trying to tell us a little swooshy is a logo of a smiley face, but we all now know that is Jeff Bezos' dick. And yeah, it's kind of curvy. And a lot jaundiced. But you know what? It's attached to a billionaire, and any penis, in my opinion, attached to a billionaire is one prime penis. Yeah, there was a pun. You're welcome. So I've been doing the online dating thing. Very quickly found out I have a demographic. Chubby chasers. I'm into it. So's this guy. He's like, hell yeah, girl. I'm like, wait. You're telling me I can still get fucked and continue to eat cream puffs? That's my go-to cheat food. I'm in. And besides, guys who chase us chubs are never skinny dudes themselves, which is great because they don't do anything for me. Like you, sir. You're an attractive man, right? He's a very attractive man. You're just not my type. I'm so sorry. My type is type 2 diabetes. Oh yeah. I want my men big. That way I feel little. It's the perfect diet type, you guys. Instantaneous. But even with all this newfound sexual confidence, I still must have sex with the lights off. Because, how do I put this for you guys? Belly fat slapping together a really particular noise. Somehow sounds like slapping and sucking simultaneously. We know what the fuck that is. We don't need to see that shit. What is this, the goddamn wave pool? Shut the lights off! But now it's dark, and things can get confusing. I hear him call out in the night, "Ooh, baby, it's so tight." And I go, "Yeah, I bet it is." Because that's my navel, sir. You guys ever had a penis repeatedly slam into your belly button crevice? Great form of contraception, just not an erogenous zone for mama. I'll slow down and I go around. I didn't say anything though. I was like, "Oh, he did pick for dinner." I'm gonna let him finish. Ooh yeah, ooh baby, cream this puff. Did I just create a kink right here? You're welcome. So I had to start a new job during the pandemic because my shit jokes turned out non-essential. Weird. But everyone very quickly found out I do stand-up comedy, which is the worst because I always get the same response. Comedy? I could never get up there in front of all those people, let alone try and make them laugh. Like, yeah, that tracks, Linda. Because you guys, public speaking is the #1 fear in the world, followed by death. So a lot of you guys would rather die than be up here right now. Not me, atheist stand-up comedian. So let's deduce, neither of those are my biggest fear. My biggest fear, false, negative, pregnancy test. Ah! Wasn't your biggest fear, it is now, right ladies? Because then you end up on some show like MTV's I Didn't Know I Was Pregnant. Now you're pregnant and stupid. I don't know. I think the actual fear as a woman is like bearing a child. Babies, man, I just, whew. And if you have babies, good for you, great. I love babies. Some of my best friends are babies. When I turned 30, I really sat down and was like, do I want to be a mom? And I decided I don't want kids. I've never really felt mom vibes. I've always wanted to be a cool aunt. Yeah, I got the body for it, thank you. And I had two of the coolest aunts in the world growing up. I wanted to be just like them. And my parents went and made me an only child, so there's a little bump in the road. So I have a plan. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna foster teens. Yeah, I am better than you. It's great. They have mommy issues, I have not your fucking mommy issues. It's perfect. Like, I'm not trying to replace her, I just want to get you through high school, you know? And I mean, I'm still gonna care for them and love them and shit, but I'm gonna do all the cool aunt stuff also. Like, I have a marketing background and a dance background. Your TikToks will go viral. Your state check, I'm gonna use it to buy a lot of White Claw. I'm not gonna let them drink it, okay? Just taste it. Better me than with some other foster parent. At my house, they're gonna have their own room. Okay, this is your bed, and over here, we got your nightstand. Chock full of condoms, right? Let's use that, let's wrap it up. You don't wanna end up like you. Am I right? I'm a cool aunt. Alright, guys, before I go, I got one more for you. Traffic's getting pretty crazy in Boise, I think we can all agree, yeah? Has this happened to you yet? Someone cuts you off and then flips you the bird, and then you end up at the exact same spot as this asshole. Some of you are like, that happened here, I was on my way here. I think we should identify these assholes. Let them know, I see you. So I've been doing something kind of crazy. I'll follow them in the parking lot to do something pretty passive-aggressive. Not aggressive-aggressive, because everyone here has a gun. And I'll find them, wait for them to go in the store, and I'll identify these assholes with a pair of these. Truck nuts, guys. It's gonna be a thing, alright? Please use this. And you know what? You can get crafty. I made these myself out of some navel oranges and nylon stockings. Because do you know how much actual truck nuts cost? You look like you might, actually. For the rest of us, it's anywhere between $14 and $60, depending on size and detail. Not these bad boys, you guys. And hey, maybe, I don't discriminate, maybe you want to identify like someone in a small car, or they're only half an asshole, so I got ones out of Clementines, just little cuties. Like truck nutting, guys, it's gonna be a thing. TM, BREE JONES, alright, like, use it. Identify your misogynist boss or the bitch who stole your parking space. Like, a round of applause if you know someone that needs truck. This is for you. Guys, my name's BREE JONES. Please enjoy your